it was bitter at the heads of the valleys, which I'm surprised 8, 9 degrees and overcast, but I have to say the worst weather, even where it is bad in northern England and Scotland, it's still actually around about 10 or 11 degrees. Weather warning then for two elements, rain and wind, principally for Scotland and northeast England. There are also severe flood warnings out for Scotland because this train of cloud heads for Scotland and doesn't go anywhere else, and there's more to come, as you can see. Now, as we zoom in, you'll notice that if you're south of that band of cloud, then there are big holes in it. But for Scotland, that's not much of the case. Aberdeenshire, yes, but on the western side of the high ground, the Western Highlands, it's blowing a near gale, and it's still raining heavily. There's been some damage reported in northeast England with gusts of 70 miles an hour. But when you come from, let's say, south of the Humber, yes, it's quite breezy, but there are holes in the sky showing a bit of blue. It's 8 to 10 degrees, relatively mild for late January, and it doesn't look a bad afternoon, I have to say. And in fact, the further south you are, the more sunshine you're likely to see. Quite often in weather like this, with a strong breeze, you bring showers up to hit the south coast of Wales. That's a possibility, but they're going to be rare things. Throughout the Isle of Man and Northern Ireland, the sun is as likely to show as not every now and again. So that is 2 o'clock this afternoon, about the time when the extreme weather warning for rain expires in Scotland. But the rain doesn't stop, it just becomes lighter. And as we go after dark and the breeze becomes less strong, but it's still a breeze, the rain turns to snow in Highland Scotland. Yeah, it's quite cold here. But to be honest, for a Friday night, Saturday morning, it's still not really very cold. 8 degrees typically in England and Wales, 4 or 5 in Scotland. So what does Saturday and Sunday hold for us? Well, you could sum it up, I think, for most places as breezy rather than windy, and bright and occasionally sunny. And still, I have to say, pretty mild. There'll be one or two exceptions. I think you've already guessed where they're likely to be. With that train of a front still around, there's going to be a little bit of rain drifting over Northern Ireland and Northern England to start Saturday and returning through Northern Ireland to Western Scotland on Saturday afternoon. But aside from that, it's cloud and a bit of sunshine. Still a westerly breeze, still originating from the subtropics, so 10 or 11 degrees is still possible, 50 to 52 Fahrenheit if you like. On Sunday, it's quite possibly the warmest of the two weekend days, and I did say warm, yes I know. Not particularly wet, a bit damp around the edges of Scotland, a bit of sunshine admittedly in the Lees, so that will be eastern and southern England and eastern Scotland, and 12 degrees, 54 Fahrenheit. Who could have made it up?